Welcome back. I'm Jeran Webb. We'll begin with news from Grenada. Bishop Clive Harvey announced the immediate and indefinite suspension of a Roman Catholic priest after he failed to stop making contentious remarks regarding the ongoing war in Gaza between Israel and the Hamas terrorist group, as well as criticizing the church. Bishop Harvey said that the suspension of Father Gerard Paul took effect on April 4th, following the very public showdown between him and the priest. The church has rules, clear expectations, and protections for the people of God enshrined in the Code of Canon Law and the ordinary teaching of popes and bishops, said the Bishop of the Diocese of St. George's in a statement. The controversy began on March 27, 2024, at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, and subsequent statements made by Father Paul on various media platforms in which he accused the church of not condemning the situation in Gaza. The Guyana government Monday said it has taken note of the decision by Venezuela to make a submission to the International Court of Justice, ICJ, regarding the ownership of the Essequibo, an oil-rich region that makes up about 2/3 of Guyana and is home to 125,000 of its 800,000 citizens. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation said that Georgetown noticed that the South American country had made a submission to the International Court of Justice in keeping with the court's stipulated timeline for the receipt of Venezuela's counter-memorial on the merits of the case concerning the arbitral award of October 3, 1899, which is pending before it. It said Guyana had repeatedly called on Venezuela to participate fully in the judicial proceedings and comply with the court's rulings, and therefore welcomes Venezuela's submission on the substantive issue that the court will ultimately decide. Guyana, which made its submissions in April last year, said with the submission of both states before it, the court will be able to take all arguments and evidence into account and issue a more informed judgment which will be final and binding on the parties. And finally, following the success of the Paramaribo Urban Rehabilitation Program, PURP, the Inter-American Development Bank, IDB, has approved a $30 million loan to support Suriname in continuing its efforts in urban heritage revitalization. PURP 2 is designed to breathe new life into the cultural heritage of Suriname's capital, Paramaribo, a city rich in history and home to 44% of the country's population. The loan, which has been approved by the IDB Board of Executive Directors, will continue to help reverse the decay of the city's cultural assets and enhance their value by physically restoring historic buildings, improving the public spaces around them, highlighting their cultural importance, ensuring the UNESCO's World Heritage status. The program also includes plans to create a national museum. Additionally, the operation will fund urban planning and coordinated management for the city's World Heritage Site, boosting institutional cohesion for resilient and sustainable financial management of the site over the long term. Among other measures, the program will support the design of a government agency that will be responsible for managing Paramaribo's heritage. Paramaribo's historic core developed during the 17th and 18th centuries, and the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, added it to its list of World Heritage Sites in 2002. This designation recognized its exceptional blend of European and indigenous South American culture, architecture, and building techniques. The IDB loan has a 25-year repayment term, a 5.5-year grace period, and an interest rate based on the Secured Overnight Finance Rate, SOFR. That's it for the regional news segment. The weather update is next.